Ha ha! Y'all so green. Y'all so
Not doing it. Never doing it.
Oh, that's so. Welcome back to Monday Man. They being shady. But welcome back. Y'all know I start my little laugh. That's the thing. I'm still gonna keep doing it. Anyway, welcome back. Episode 2 to Friends Be Like. I already know. I know. Hey, listen. That's why we have Monday parking lot prayer. It's supposed to be heavy. It's supposed to be tough. But we pray through it. We've been praying about your friends. So if you've been listening to the episode and you're like, woo, you hit me deep. Go to parking lot prayer Monday 6:15. We pray. Go a little bit deeper and kind of encourage each other. So if you ain't praying with us, pray with us because this stuff can be heavy to unpack. But I'm excited. What about y'all?
I'm excited. Oh, yeah, we back.
Yeah, we back.
Okay.
We back.
Y'all went hard last episode. I mean, my goodness.
Friends is some serious.
Yeah, man.
We started with Friends Be Like, ended with fake Friends Be Like.
Man.
And it's so good.
We told the friends to shreds.
Hello. So I tell you, if you want to join us at the Life Table, y'all know what to do. We everywhere. Everywhere. So, just look us up. And if you want us to pray with you, kind of connect with us, really join the Life Table, text Life Table to 833-551-7085. That's our lifeline. Have any prayer requests, anything that's on your heart, just want to connect with us, say what's up, please feel free to text us, text Life Table, or if you're already in our system, text us at 833-551-7085. That is literally our lifeline. And, we don't say amen to Life Table. We say
that part.
So anything that hits your heart, share it, touches you, put that part in the comments, share what's touching your heart. I want to dive right back in it. We talked about Friends Be Like in general. We talked about how Jesus is friend circle, but this episode, I want to talk about how friendships are formed, like expectations. You know what I mean? In your relationships. One thing I know is that relationships either live or die on misplaced expectations. Friendships either, blossom into marriage or whatever based on what your expectations are. And so have you all ever been in a situation or been hurt because you had misplaced expectations?
Every day.
Yeah.
In your friendships?
Yeah. I felt like I was in a friendship group, and it was like this certain friend would do certain things, and I feel like I said this before, and they would say, well, it's acceptable because that person just being that person.
They just like that.
They just like that. And my response would be, well, if they can be like that, then why can I be like me and not accept that? But the expectation for me
Is to accommodate that.
is higher. I guess they have a higher expectation for me to just get over something and that person. But that's not really fair in a friendship, right?
No.
I call that the bigger person complex. People place that on people all the time.
Stop. So here we go again. I'm a disclaimer
Just
like
saying,
last
just called
time.
it.
I'm sitting between y'all. We
here,
usually
y'all.
have one stipe at the table
Brandon's here.
with Tiffany, but Brandon is here again. So buckle up, because sitting between them two last episode, I almost had to go back and call my
Danger,
therapist for
Will
real. 'Cause,
Robinson.
okay, so
Like y'all won't believe something my dad told me one time. Like my dad told me one time, like he was like, son, I never ever have to worry about you because I know you're gonna be all right. How do you know I'm gonna be all right?
Right.
But it's that complex of the expectation that I have for you is so high to where I can remove myself because you don't need me. I'm gonna say that one more time.
Yeah, please.
The expectation that people have for you sometimes is so high that they remove themselves because they feel like they can't even aid to the expectation that you're at. So like my dad, like basically what he's saying is like I don't know if you're good or not, but because like I feel like you're always this type of person, or like how Tip was saying, it's like people hold you to a higher standard or think, or their expectation of you is here. They don't expect you to ever be vibrating low. They don't ever expect you not to be having a good day. They don't never expect you not to be the person that actually I need prayer today, and I can't be the person that
Praise.
I need it today. You know, and so,
so
when
real.
people have that complex of they're the bigger person, whether it's they're bigger than the other person or they're bigger than the situation, I think a lot of times that allows friends the safety net, right, to be Peter. Right?
And
So you can bring it back to
gate.
Ghost. Okay.
Yeah, and I
see.
get my
Okay.
and like that's the question. I get my feelings hurt all the time because of that. Like they say, check on your strong friends. That's a thing. Like you be weak. Like I have so many weak days, and I feel like a lot of people only call me when they need me.
Man, listen here.
And when I need somebody, it's a select few that I
really
feel
show up.
like I could call that can really help me. That hurts. That I sow into so many people and I can't even sometimes get what I sow in friendship.
It's tough.
Yeah. See, I mean, y'all not playing fair.
Man,
See, I
right?
I go into the situation like pre-can, we gonna go here, we gonna go there.
Step one,
and then I sit in
no.
between Brandon and Tiffany. It's
Just
like
get ready to
I
fill.
don't- like this happened last episode, but I was like really like, hey y'all, welcome back, and then they go in. I'm like, well, goodness gracious, yes, to all of that. The source of my hurt is because of that. Is again when you're in a certain space, when you are doing certain things, preaching or like, in certain professions or like in leadership, it comes with a lot of assumptions. And there's probably a pastor or a leader watching now where people have assumed that you don't need to be checked on. Right? Or the other way that works is assume that you always have to bring the energy. Like there's been so many spaces in my life where I had no choice, but I had nothing to give. But I had no choice. You know what I'm saying?
Turn it on.
You know what I mean? Like if it is almost unfair. You start to feel selfish for having authentic responses.
Yes.
And I'm literally in therapy for that right
Hey,
now.
D,
Like
I got
for
something real to tell you.
Man, I'm about to move my
Being
seat.
chosen isn't fair. I'm gonna say that one more time in the camera. Being chosen is not fair. And one of my mentors had to teach me that because like I used to complain about a lot of the things that came with the life that I've been blessed to live. Like I complain a lot about like the unwarranted people, quote unquote hating, or I complain about, having to experience certain things that other people don't have to experience. And he said, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you don't want to be chosen, just say that.
Right.
He said it straight like that. He said, I'm gonna just keep it all the way 1,000 with you. If you're complaining about this stuff right here and you're not ready for that,
Just say it.
just say it, because that means you're not ready for this responsibility or what come with it. And so like now I take that in a spiritual way, right? It's like anytime I see or I experience hate or I experience something that is supposed to be or disguised as an attack from the devil, that's just a confirmation from God that I'm doing the right thing.
I'm on
Yeah,
point.
What they say, new levels, new what?
do devils.
So that's how I know, right? So to your point, yes, like that's kind of how I now conceptualize these moments. Not moments of like, oh man, like dang, I'm defeated. But like, you know what? I know what this means. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what?
Buckle up.
It wouldn't be coming for me if I wasn't on point.
Like,
Come
because
on,
they don't
man.
even understand why they're telling me
Yeah.
or why they think that I should be the bigger person.
Talk
Like they don't
right.
even understand.
Talk
But it's because I'm
to them.
chosen. It's the light around my head that I can't even
help
see.
it. Yeah.
Right? So I'm tired. I'm drained, but God behind me shining this
Shining
big
it
light.
out, yeah.
And I can't even see it. And that's why they saying, you chosen. You're not supposed to be. And we don't even see it sometimes
Lord.
ourselves, how chosen we are. But that's what comes with it. Like, look at Jesus. That's all I'm going to say. He was chosen. Look at him. He experienced more turmoil, more hate, more envy, and he didn't do nothing but sow
Into
good
everything.
seeds.
Yeah. That's
Like,
so
I'm talking about,
real.
he did not sow not 1 ounce of hate. He didn't sow not 1 ounce of envy, not 1 ounce of sin. All he sowed was greatness, and he still was subject to the stuff that we complain about. And so for me, it's just like, I'm a hard body. like I've had to be my life experiences, right? Because I feel like a lot of experiences that I've had, if I hadn't been a hard body, if I hadn't reconceptualized my experiences, I'll be defeated. So it's real easy for me to reconceptualize a lot of the stuff that we're talking about because I understand for me to keep going, like I got to use these as positive reinforcements. I
Gotta add it
can't.
to
I
the
don't have
framework.
time to evaluate why this person is truly thinking that I should be the bigger person or giving me the bigger person compliment. I already know. I'm chosen. That's the only, like even if that wasn't the reason, that's what I've convinced myself. God chose me, and that's what I'm rocking with every time I come against
Sets
turmoil.
it apart.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
because you chosen. We chosen. We at the table.
And that's the reality check my therapist gave me. She's a Christian therapist. Shout out to her. She get me together. That's the reality check she gave me. I went to my therapist. I don't know. I just don't understand it.
What were you really grappling with though?
That I was I was mad about being in uncomfortable situations, and she said, "Well, you're called to uncomfortable. Why are
Shut you
you
up.
mad about being uncomfortable when that's where you're called to?"
Yeah.
And at that point, and to his point, maybe this is what God dialed up for you to be better. Why would I teach you and develop you in a comfortable space?
Right.
Why would I? That's not God. So many of us are looking for ideal. And truth be told, the litmus test of a true leader is not a leader over something somebody else built.
Say it again.
The true litmus test of a leader is not how well you do with what somebody else built. It's really how well you do in the ugly. I mean, what they built fails. I know everything about a leader from watching what happens in change management.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I need to know, and it don't take me long. It can be when you show up, what you react to, what makes you mad, what you retreat in. Because the best leaders I know have mastered ugly.
Oh yeah.
And just to echo off that point, like something that, since I've been back in my whole dating stage that I'm very, very adamant on is it's not about how we treat each other when everything's all peaches and cream. It's about how we handle each other when we're uneasy.
Yeah,
it's
the
about
first
how
argument.
it's about how we handle each other when we're not seeing eye to eye. Because that right there is gonna be the true testament to if this relationship is gonna be able to last or not.
Absolutely.
Because if we
Yep.
mishandle each other when we're mad and not understanding that life is about
Ups and downs.
a trajectory of ups and downs, then so for me it's like I want to see how you handle me when you're not vibrating at your best, because I'm always conscious of how I'm handling you when I'm not at my best.
Right.
Because I know for a fact I'm in an emotional space. I'm cognizant. Like I have to take that leadership role of myself. Be the leader of yourself. Be the leader of your own emotions. Be the leader of your mind and say, no, stop. Pause. You tripping mind. You tripping emotions. Like it's so many other things that could be true right now. Stop. Pause. Think. Like, reason,
pause
right? And so
right
like
there, man.
it's about being the
pause
lead.
is
Like
big.
we Greek. I think all of us are in the sorority. The master of my faith, the captain of my soul, right? It's like, a lot of people when they read that, I think they take that out of context.
Disclaimer: I am not Greek, so
I'm sorry.
Why you throwing shade,
before
man?
y'all, just before y'all,
Okay, then, man.
I just because they be just
It's a great poem either way.
it is
Yeah,
an amazing poem, and I do not know it.
He's lying.
Do you hear the
point-
hazing?
But the point that I'm making about this
so
is
much
that
hazing.
we have to master our own self, right? And once we master our own self, we understand that we literally have to lead, not just like in the physical realm, but also we have to lead our mental. We have to lead our emotions. Like we have to be the leader of all that and not let it lead us. Because I
Exactly.
think that's where a lot of friendships go wrong, is when we let those things lead versus, me actually conceptualizing, okay, let me think about all of the things Tiffany has done that leads up to this decision that I'm about to make based on the situation.
Right. This one.
Right? Not just off of how I feel right now based off of the instant or the impulsive emotion from the situation. But let me think about all the stuff leading up to this. Okay, you know what? Like, she ain't never done nothing like this. So maybe I'm thinking
There's
about it.
something else at play. Yeah.
There's something else at play because now I understand my friend.
Because
Right.
we meet each other in one season, and it's like maybe we play sports. right? I played a lot of sports as a kid. So it's like maybe I met you playing sports, and when the season was over, the friendship is over. Until we show back up for preseason, back
that's
to
a great
spring
example.
conditioning,
Yes.
spring conditioning, we friends again. But on or off the field dictates where the friendship lies, right? And what Brandon is saying is so poignant because most relationships need to know to struggle well. And whether that's inside influence between, contention between two people, or that's outside situations like grief or loss, that impact your relationship. Can you struggle well? Are you going to be a burden to the next person when the season is hard? Are you consciously uplifting even when things feel pessimistic? Like, most people want to lean on someone else to carry them through something. Mastering yourself means you learn to struggle well. You learn to wait well. You learn to labor in things well. It's not always going to be comfortable or convenient, but for relationships to transition through every season, I'm going to struggle on my own. We're going to struggle together. We have to struggle well and wait in positivity on the Lord. Most people, though, when, off season is here and you're like, I don't think I'm going to play this year, the friendship's off. We've got no struggle between it. I had a friend get injured and it was like, are you going to come back and play for the next season? She's like, I might be on the team, but I'm not going to play. Can you sit here in this season of struggle where you're watching us all advance in our skill, where you're seeing this be the best season we've had as a unit, and you're usually our biggest player? Can you struggle well and actually be supportive, or are you going to sit on the bench and be like, hey, the next time I would have stepped to my right, you missed your chance, what are you doing? Instead of saying, when you get boxed in like that, drop your body, step to your right. There's a difference. Can you struggle well? Can you weather the seasons on your own and with the people around you? That's good friendship.
You asked me, one of you asked me just now, what were you wrestling with?
Yeah, I mean, that brought you to
Yeah.
seeking that answer, yeah.
I was trying to be in denial about needing to feel valued to keep going.
Oh yeah, we all need a little praise.
No, it was bad. Like it was, and I didn't realize until I was talking to her. I'm like, what am I upset about? Like,
you feel like you're trying to convince everyone else of your value?
yeah, like
as to why I'm going so hard?
Yeah, it was this hypersensitivity to needing affirmation and to feel comfortable, right? And I know that may sound simple.
To feel comfortable or to be encouraged?
No, to feel comfortable and motivated to keep doing what I'm doing. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? And I know that sounds simple, and I'm really simple.
Not at all.
But for me, it was complex because I'm like, I'm burning out. I'm like, why am I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I feel like, and then I had to realize what my triggers was. Like I said, I was wanting ideal. Like I wanted that important feeling. You know what I mean? And what she had to help me understand is, and this is relevant to our conversation, that sometimes we have to be comfortable with uncomfortable. We have to be comfortable with not having that affirmation that we're looking for, or not having that extra communication that gives us the motivation to remain. We have to be comfortable not knowing sometimes, but being consistent in the space of not having all of the information. Because what we do in those situations, what I was doing was creating scenarios of cynicism.
Okay.
Right? Like we create these hypotheticals. Well, they didn't call me because this, or they didn't say this because they think I'm this, or well, what if I'm this, and what if I'm not good enough, and what if I did? What if something is wrong with me? What if and she,
you're off to the races, and none of that was even true.
Just be consistent. The rest of the stuff will fall in place, and you'll understand. But sometimes in the spaces and relationships, that person and when I speak of relationships, even with organizations, they can't give you everything in that moment. But you can't let that stop your consistency. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
And so that's what I was struggling with. I just wanted to answer that question. But I think I'll move on to the next section, but I got to say this. I hear this. I think we're always searching for perfect people, right? Like every time I hear relationship clips and relationship spaces, I always hear, I think somebody termed it on the one of the podcasts I listened to, even in our understanding of genders and gender relationships, this gender war. Some of the basis of it is I'm expecting a perfect man, or I'm expecting a perfect woman, and reality is relationships don't form like that. No. A lot of times it's a shared experience, and sometimes it's a shared trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
Right? And so my question to you is, Amos 3:3 says, how can two walk together unless they agree? Have you ever had a discussion with one of your friends on why you were friends? Like, what the basis of your friendship was?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What did that look like for you? Because I don't think a lot of people even do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a deep person. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm deep. Like, I think a lot.
that's
Like,
wild.
I'm super deep. You know, so for me, yes, like, I have those conversations because I just sit and have those epiphanies on my own, right? Like, dang, why do I vibe with this person so much? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Like, it got to be something. And I think about the intricacies of our friendships or our relationships. I'm like, okay, well, it makes sense. We the only child. We both grew up like this. We both, you know, and so, and then sometimes, you know, I think, we are gravitated to people who are not necessarily our friends, but like you said, like we trauma bond. So we end up gravitating to people based on a shared experience or a shared situation. And I think, you know, for me at least, it's been one of those things to where, you know, me and my friends, at least the people who like I said, I use that word loosely. But for the people who I consider my friends, we definitely sit and we've had, you know, at least a conversation or a few conversations around like why
are we friends?
Yeah, like what really is the base of us coming together and us feeling like we are lifelong like individuals in each other's lives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever really just sat down with a friend and just like the what are we conversation with a friend.
That's what I'm saying. We do it in intimate relationships. Like we get to the stage in intimate relationships. Well, you my boyfriend, girlfriend, but in your regular
So we go
friendships,
together.
Like,
yeah,
never
exactly.
ask. Where do we stand?
Yeah,
What we got
exactly.
going
Your
on?
regular friendship
Yeah.
is awkward. I'm like, but how do you get there in your intimate relationships you're not doing in your regular relationship? Maybe that's the problem.
Audit.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I feel like we lean on the connection from what we were doing. Like you got work friends, you got church friends because we at work together.
Mm-hmm.
We at church together.
And these are versions of yourself.
These are different versions of myself. So I don't see, like, it's understood that we friends at church. We do church stuff together.
Yeah.
So outside of church,
Don't call me.
But what's the real what is the real term for that though? Because
That's what I was gonna say.
that's not really church friends.
It's not your friend.
It's
I mean, of course we know
compartmentalizing.
it's we would use the word associate, but like, what's another word I guess we can coin for that?
Yeah, because I don't think that like from last episode, the bar for friendship is up here. Is that your associate?
I think that's something women do more than men.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
compartmentalize relationships. Like y'all be friends, and that's just your boy.
yeah.
right.
They can just whatever comes up, I'm gonna call my boy. If it would, in general, it's probably most encompassing things. But like, if that's your homeboy, y'all drink together, y'all play ball together, y'all might go to church together, you watch a podcast, y'all share things, send back and forth. We got church friends, we got beauty shop friends, we got nail shop friends, there's friends for
Then you
everything.
got best friends.
Then you got best
Then
friends
you
that
got
transcend
real
certain things.
friends.
Come on.
Because I done heard y'all say,
Come on.
"Oh, with my real friend."
with
What
my
do you
real
mean
friends
by
right
real
now.
friends?
My
So who
twin.
the
I'm
other
with my
ones?
twin and
Yeah,
them.
my
Don't
twin.
do
Yeah,
it.
so it's
But
like,
what's the barometer though? Like how do you?
It's that though. That is how intricate relationships are for women. We don't necessarily stop and peel back the layers of, why are we friends? Because we've already established the intersection of what we do. There's
By the
boundaries
adjective.
around what we do together. So for friends to transcend into other facets of your life, that's a best friend. Best friend go everywhere. She good.
So
Right.
let's unpack it. Slow down. So
look, the men
so-
don't.
The men don't get it. The men
right.
fuck
I'm
up.
like, I'm
Best
like-
friend go everywhere. Best friend go to church. She the hair friend. She
She
the
do
gym
everything.
friend.
Best
she
friend
the-
go to the gym.
She the cry friend.
Best
she
friend get
everything.
this drama. Best friend get the tea.
Everything.
Best
That's
friend
what
get
I'm
it all.
saying, like,
but
so-
my work friend get work.
So
After
your
3:30,
real-
that's not-
So your real friend, the rule is if they transcend.
Real friends got to transcend every facet. But then you see the memes that be like, don't ask me what my friend do at work. I don't know, but I know that lady in her office, we don't like her.
Right.
Like, I don't know what my friends do. Like somebody asked me the other day, "What you do?" And I'm like, D'Antoine, he's
Good luck.
he got a law degree.
Yeah.
And he do something for T-Dot.
Hey, but look, I'm gonna say what's crazy though.
Don't tell it about him.
He is legal and he work for the government. Me working for the government, federal side. Like I don't know what people do, but the intricacy of your relationships, we know so many other things. I know all my homegirls' business to an extent, if that's really a best friend. But my work homegirl, like that's my dog. If she don't come to work, the day is ruined. I need her. But if she don't come to work, I still gotta go to work.
What's your reservation?
I know. I don't even really have a reservation, but it's just an addition to like what she was saying. Like it's just interesting because like the work friends, right? They'll call them their work friends, but like when they'll go home, they'll like make sure they blocked on social media.
For sure.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because it's gotta stay at work.
Because I don't want you to see my real life.
It's gotta stay at work.
Man, I'm telling you, I seen that in real time. I'm like, why is that in?
My
why
whole
does it
staff
matter?
blocked.
Why does it matter?
My whole staff
You
is blocked.
see, it's different.
So are they really your friend?
Right.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we use the term very loosely.
I think the
It's easy to
preface
say
is
friend.
important to friend.
'Cause
If
you-
I say best friend, that's friend. If I say work friend, that's a work associate. But I'm not finna demean you by calling you an associate. You my dog. We friends.
It worked.
Are
At
we
work.
though?
At
Yeah.
work.
But
In the
it's-
capacity
Are you
of
demeaning
work.
them or are you demeaning the word?
I was about to
It's
say,
the
but
whole
I
it makes sense
think
to
y'all
them,
are
though.
missing it for the men. I think the men folk are missing it, ladies. But friend is still just as important. When it comes to work, I got your back. I'm gonna make sure your work is done. I'm gonna, hold you up. I'm gonna support you through the work day. If you need to come to my office, close the door, girl. I got you. Like we are friends.
So what's the
But our
contingency of your
capa-
relationship though?
Work.
Like, no, but so.
It is completely contingent on the fact that we work.
But I guess what I'm
together.
asking is like, what is the glue? 'Cause
Work.
it can't be work.
It is.
It can't be though.
It is.
How?
Because
Of a
when I quit,
friendship?
the friendship's done.
Right. Boom.
That-
you just said exactly
But
what
that
I need you to
has
say.
been my friend.
It's not.
In that it is though. But that's
It's
y'all
not.
just go to work. Y'all don't be at work like the girls
It's
be
not.
at work.
She doesn't have your best interest at heart.
It
From
worked.
7 to 3,
You don't
she
know
do.
that. How,
you know
Because
that?
she
how do you know
shows
that?
up as a friend.
How? In what way?
As a friend.
She's doing a
She's
job.
nope.
She's getting paid to be your friend.
We're getting paid to be in this building.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are not
no,
friends.
you're missing it.
Like, she's being
you're getting
paid
paid to be in
whatever-
this building. The proximity of our friendship is contingent on the fact that we work together. Our commonality, what is the relationship that hinges us? We share a job. Maybe
Right.
we work
Okay.
in capacity alongside. Maybe our
Okay.
jobs don't even impact
For
one
the
another.
men folk, let me see if
but
I can.
we're here.
Let me see if I can make sense of this.
And everything about my day, forgive me, everything about my day that's going on, my personal life is going to come up. My faith is going to come up. She is my friend in this building. So we might have every facet of friendship in that. She may know what's going on at my house with my family to some extent. She may know, what's going on at church or whatever the case may be. She may watch the pod, all of that. But when the work day is over, that's not a person I call at 10 o'clock. Because I'm expecting to see this friend in this friend's capacity where she belongs at work. And should these jobs end,
That's a
some
coworker.
friends will keep going. You got friends from work, don't you? You got friends you work with that's really friends now. But from 7 to 3, that's my dog. After 3, I'll holler at you,
3:30,
babe.
you like, hey, don't call me.
But I'd stop if I seen your car broke down. Like, I ain't gonna shade you like that. But
Yeah, that's a
that's
coworker.
just, maybe it's just girls.
I
Maybe
think
it's just
I've got-
girls.
I've
But the
seen-
girls got work friends. They got social friends. You have intimate friends. You've got friends for certain things.
I'm
And
gonna be
everybody
honest
got a
with
bucket.
you. I'm scared. Like, girl, like watching women friendships and relationships, like that whole thing just scares
very
me
flippant.
when
It's
it
very
talks about
complicated.
friends.
It's very complicated, very
I
flippant.
don't even use women. I'm sorry, ladies. I don't use women politics when it comes to friendships.
As you shouldn't.
I just don't
You
because
wouldn't
I
be able to.
Let me find
'Cause
out
I
a
don't-
man using
Yeah.
girl politics
No,
and
yeah,
friendship.
you
I'm finna
wouldn't
be
be
like,
able
bro, if you don't pipe down.
Well,
No,
I will say
but
there
I'm
are
saying-
some men that are good at it. I would say no. I will.
And I guess I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
from the standpoint of like you compartmentalizing or taking the time to really have the energy to dissect like work friend Jennifer.
I think we do it. We don't.
They
call
bucket
them,
themselves.
But men do. We don't call them friends though. We just.
my homies.
That's
Oh,
your
yeah.
homie.
Oh,
Hey, I
somebody
see him
know.
at like how you, here's how you you can understand a man's
Hey, we work together.
understand a friendship. you be like, yo, y'all ask, hey, how you know y'all cool? Nah, we just you'll hear that. That's the first line. Nah, we just we just go to the gym. Nah, we just work together. Nah, we just for men, that's the whole explanation. Now, friend, is that your? Yeah, that's my homie, man. We experienced. We did da, man. We've been rocking since da.
Okay.
That's how you know. Oh, that's your friend. Now I just gave you code. Now, if you ask I'm telling you, watch. You ask any man, any real man, but
And maybe-
any man,
And maybe women use friend as a term of endearment. It's kind of like
That's what I'm trying to get at. Because my real question to you ladies is this. Okay, so boom. You have a work friend, right? And let's just say, for instance, y'all somehow magically end up conversing with the same guy,
Okay.
right? Like, what contingency in y'all friendship is going to be able to help you conflict resolve?
they have interest in the same guy.
Yeah. Like they talk, but it's a
Lord.
work friendship because it ain't no like you ain't my homegirl,
You ain't my
you ain't
homie.
my.
I ain't got no
I don't-
loyalty.
What's there, right? So like,
I like this question.
and the reason that I'm asking that is because I have a follow up question, but I want like how does that play out in your head?
So let's make sure I'm clear on the scenario. You and your 7 to 3 friend got a interest in a
In the
a
same
guy.
dude.
Yeah. How you handle it with 7 to 3 friend? Y'all splitting up the time? Is it after 3?
I love that so much. I love that so much.
I've never been in that
I
situation.
was about to say, I've never had
Oh,
that. I haven't been to that rodeo.
Because
I haven't been to that rodeo.
friend. That's my girl. We talk about God, church, work,
We do.
school.
So if it comes up on I think I would say on a
But, we
friendship
both like
like that,
Johnny?
a shallow friend like that, right? Not and no shade
not
to
a
my
shallow
work
friend.
friends.
Look,
But
not a shallow
that's
friends.
a shallow friend. There's a measurable depth to this relationship.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you straight up because one, politics tell me we've got a rapport that says I can ask you honestly. That's you?
You asking her?
I'm asking you straight. Is that
Are
you?
you asking her at 3:30 or are you asking her from 7 to 3?
Between 7 and 3. I'm still only dealing with you for 7 to 3.
I mean, but he's
But what
he's
I'm
neither
gonna tell
one
you
of
this.
y'all.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna ask you woman to woman.
But what does that mean?
No, I'm gonna ask you woman to woman because as the Uteri clan,
The uteri
we have an
clan.
understanding.
Okay,
I'm gonna ask you one time, is that you?
It.
Is that you? Because
The
tell me now,
Uteri
maybe
clan.
I'm the new one in the scene. Is that you? Yeah, girl, that's all
Is that
me.
a word? You need
Yeah.
to brand that.
But
What?
some-
the
but-
The
Uteri
Uteri clan? Yeah, that's,
But you know,
it's a sync up.
But you know,
babe. It's a
some
sync
women.
up.
But you know, some women aren't the
Aren't the most forthcoming,
Aren't
right?
the most woman to woman type of women.
Exactly. So as a woman to woman, a true girl's girl, I'm gonna ask you one time. That's you? And if we are work friends to this degree, and you say, "Oh yeah, girl, that's me. We go way back. That's all me." I'm gonna step off. You play it light, like, "Oh no, I just know him from so and so." You do the, "Oh, that's just my gym friend. That's just my whatever." You downplay? It's fair game. Okay. It's fair game. You're not my best friend. Y'all are not married.
But I guess the other question is, do you feel like you even have to have a conversation with a work friend? Like, because that's your personal life. Like,
to what degree do you take your friend?
And-
That's why I
and
say woman to woman. If the clause should come up in any relationship, regardless of where we've interacted and intersected this relationship to begin, you're still a woman. And we both have, and that's the big thing about the well is like, treat one another like we both want to win. If I want to see you have a man and be happy, all the things that would make you feel more whatever. So I'm gonna ask you, that's you? Oh, girl, go get that. Holla at you. On to the next. Target got more men. Ain't nobody worried.
Target.
But I think
But if you're an insecure woman and the competition is there and the comparison is there, then yeah, you got a
But
problem.
that's what I honestly, in workplace, that's what I see more of, though. I don't see genuineness. Genuineness in the workplace is a rare commodity, in my opinion, just in my experience. And when you have it, you value it. So I would say if you're experiencing genuine friendship in the workplace, really value it because it is a rare commodity. And more likely than not, there's always a competitive vibe or some type of insecurity that is at play in office politics. You have to look out for yourself.
And that's why I would say you can't really expect too much
From work
from a
friends.
work friend. Because this is the one place where I expect you to be self-serving.
Yeah.
You have a life to support. We're here together for a reason.
Right.
So when I say I want to see you win, I need you to keep your job, girl.
So it's just to move us on. At the end of the day, every relationship has some sort of agreement. Now that's what I agree on. So for this side, what they're saying, what I hear them say is that's based on our shared experience. So maybe we have an agreement on the field. Hey, we cool on the field. We're at work. Right? The basis of our friendship and agreement is at work. Point of all this, the big takeaway for anybody I think listening to this is make sure you understand and have clear expectations of the relationship. Because I think it goes left when there's a misinterpretation of the level of loyalty in the relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Next thing I want to ask. One of the biggest stories in the Bible is David and Jonathan. When we talk about friendship, David and Jonathan had an agreement. I'm gonna look out for you. You look out for me. David was, the son of Jesse, second king of Israel. Jonathan was the son of the first king, Saul, who kind of had some issues and some struggles, right? But through it all, Jonathan said, "Yo, I'm down with you. I'm down with you. Anything go down, you my man, pots and pans. I'm rocking with you." Jesus takes it a step further, and John says, "Yo, if you're not really on that type of loyalty and following me, you're not really my friend. Because my friends do what I command them to do. Like you follow, you rocking with me. If you listening to me, if you value what I'm saying, then you truly are my friend." Here's my question: is it dangerous to be? Well, I'm not gonna say is it. How dangerous is it to be in relationships with friends you haven't understood the shared purpose? You know what I mean? There's a misconception of the shared purpose. There's a misconception of priorities. How dangerous is it to be? Because I think it is dangerous. I'm not gonna say is it dangerous. How dangerous is it to be in a relationship with people who you haven't shared or don't share the same priorities as you?
It'll derail your life.
In what way? Because I mean, some people genuinely. I'll be honest with you. Some leaders, some people genuinely struggle. I know it sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how many people bring people along and never sit back and say, "Do we even have the same priorities?" It's often a conflict that then it's I didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I push it to the point to say you don't even bring them along. They may be holding you back. That's why I say it can derail your entire life. You allow people that are surrounding you to shape you, whether you realize it or not. You're very much like the people you surround yourself with. So to say, like, I'm bringing you along, and what's the point of our friendship? Are we even going anywhere? Are these people not baggage to some extent? Do you not need to reevaluate who needs to go and who doesn't need to go? Because a bad friendship is years off your life. That's one person that could have naysayed your dreams. You could have been 5-10 years into being a millionaire, but you listen to these birds. Like, I think it's so much more impactful than your romantic relationships even. These are the people that first speak life over you when the instances pop up. You call the girls. You hit the group chat like, "Man, y'all will never believe I just lost my job." And if these people like, "Man, it be like that. To unemployment you go." Or do they immediately send you job postings? They tell you, "Actually, man, I'm looking for another accountant." Like, your friends, that's your first line.
Is it wrong for me to expect them to be grinding with me on my dreams?
I don't think it's wrong to expect it, but I think you need to understand that they're not always.
You got a business plan. You grinding in business. Is it wrong for you to expect your friend, people you call your friend, to grind with you?
No. So like for me, like I have two very basic expectations, and this is with friendships and relationships, because obviously relationships are nothing but intimate friendships, right? So my two expectations are: the first is like never lie to me. Like I always keep it 1,000. Like never lie to me. You know. And the second one is always be 100% authentically
Hate it.
yourself. So the second is to always be authentically yourself, because what I found out, and this is via dating relationships that I found this out initially, but it transpires into all relationships, right? But in friendships, but like sometimes people will present a them that's not really them.
Oh, a representative.
You will fall in love with that person, or you will build a relationship with that person just to find out that that's not really them. But you yourself are already so far in and so much invested that it's kind of hard just to turn around and go back the other way. And so like that puts you in a space of you having to now reevaluate and go through emotional turmoil sometimes, and just a lot, like to what she was saying is like it puts you in a space that could literally hold you back years from where you were supposed to be at your destination, solely based on you having to emotionally deal with stuff that you could have avoided, or mentally deal with stuff that you could avoid it if you would have simply just on the front end just been like,
"This isn't a relationship I need."
yeah, like you lie to me about simple stuff, like you said that you was gonna do this, and like you said you was going to bring me or send me some food, and I sat all day and I didn't eat. That's simple. So I know if you won't show up for me
In
with
this
a
capacity.
DoorDash,
Yep.
I'm. You think I'm
shouldn't
gonna
be
wait
looking
for
for you
you?
to pray
You think
for
I'm
me.
gonna wait till I get
But
in a
that's
car
petty.
crash?
They gonna say that's petty, Brandon.
Man, do you think I'm gonna wait till I get in a car
petty.
crash to figure out if our friendship is really what it is? And I know you
Yeah.
won't pull up on some DoorDash.
They gonna say that's
man.
petty.
Stop.
They gonna say that's petty, Brandon.
But I think
Yeah.
that that's
Yeah, to
wise,
you.
and that's just the adverse of, because you say it's petty, but why should I wait until it becomes monumental that my disappointment is actually catastrophic
You see what I'm saying?
before I address the fact that you can't show up for me?
We just got to stop holding on to these friendships because of time.
Hey, just because we 10, 20, 15 years in, whatever it is,
don't matter.
doesn't make you a great friend.
Doesn't make you a great
That
friend.
can just be a matter of proximity.
What's your show called, best friend?
Come on.
Seasons. Some people are there for a season.
Fact. Shout out to Seasons. Yeah.
Yes.
They there for a
Shameless
season,
plug.
you know. So it, like, but
Yes.
but it's also
Seasons.
about you having a relationship strong enough with God and your relationship with God to have the discernment. Because like I tell people all the time, like, you know, it's all this technology and all this stuff that's being created that essentially people talk about. You know, you're doing away with jobs, it's taking away, man. But like I look at it deeper than that.
Right.
It's really taking away people's intimacy with God. Because a lot of AI and a lot of this stuff is thinking for you in ways that God has already pre-designed you to do yourself, like your intuition.
Yes.
I don't need no cheater TV show or no cheater Instagram, Facebook page to expose a
What
girl
should
that
have
I'm
been a
dating.
discernment for me? We don't need a T
I don't
app to
need
tell me
I
that
don't
dude has
need
red
that.
flags.
I don't need
Yeah.
that because God has already given me an intuition. Now, if I decide to date you, and God already done gave me this feeling in my gut that this ain't the right thing, and I run through the red flag, that's
get what's
my
coming.
fault. That's
Yeah.
my fault. And so it's like I didn't need to run through the red flag and then see the girl on the T app to know that this girl was a red flag. God already gave me the internal feeling, the intuition that I needed to know. Like whenever we do something wrong, like whenever we make an ill decision,
Right.
like we're all human, so what I'm gonna describe, we've all experienced it. When we make an ill decision, you don't need somebody to tell you that you made an ill decision. Your gut will literally tell you
Holy Spirit gonna chime in.
while you're doing it.
Let's,
You're like you
let's
can still
unpack
be
that
doing
though.
it.
Let's unpack that though, because someone here is like, "Well, Brandon, how do I discover, or how do I know when my gut's talking?" And gut, we mean Holy Spirit.
Yep.
How do I know
The
when
God in you.
Right. How do I know? First off, does the Holy Spirit give you that level of intuition? How do you know that He's speaking to you? Question.
Level one, though, just before that even gets to that, we always do this in religious spaces, and the audible voice of God is completely tied to your audible connection to God. Do you speak to Him? Can He even speak to you? Do you know how to listen? So when we speak about things like, do you hear the Holy Spirit tell you? Does your gut intuition tell you? Are you listening? The first thing you're going to have to do to comprehend this kind of skill is to, one, accept Christ and offer a space for the Holy Spirit to dwell within you, for you to grow that intuition, for you to listen more, finely in tune to what the Spirit is saying to you. There is a level of maturity in this walk that will require that. And if you cannot get to that, understanding some of these concepts are going to be very,
Let's start
very
right there.
big. So
this is why I did that. And
Go
you,
forth.
you let me
My bad.
give me a point of person. Let me do something right quick.
do the things.
We talk. Here's the thing. People come to me about. I've had to disciple people through relationships. One of the things I always Tiff will tell you. I run from it, but it comes back all the time. And Tiff like you can't stop running from it. Is relationship advice. Mm-hmm. I don't know how it finds me, but I'm always
What do you
teaching.
mean?
But I don't know.
You live a Lifetime Movie Network life. Are you kidding
But
me?
I don't know why I literally be like, man, how am I always in the situation where I'm? But here's what I'll say. The one thing the Holy Spirit always convicts me and says to remind people, God wants to be your friend. Mm-hmm. And the reality is we often put that understanding on the back burner. And then we go back to God and be like, I don't know why that happened. And it's like, and God's like, I wanted to talk to you. Did you go to Starbucks with me? Have we been on a date? Am I on your calendar? You asking me for stuff and you haven't sat with me. Mm-mm. You haven't communed with me. And in that space of communion, God gives this thing called revelation. And revelation, you may not even have the understanding on where it came from. Revelation exists outside of your own human logic. It is Him literally sitting in the satellite of His sovereignty and looking down into your world and saying, hey, traffic is about 30 minutes up the head. I need you to go a different way. Now, if you don't choose to sit and listen to the GPS, that's your fault.
You off track.
Because the reality is, God, I want a husband. And he probably like, you walk by him every day. You know why you walk by him? Because your value systems won't even let you see him.
Mm-hmm.
God, I can't find, I'm tired of these chicks, man. They all taking my money. I take them out to eat. I don't hear from them no more because you taking the wrong ones out.
Yeah.
Then who said take them out anyway? Maybe you need to go walk in the park. Listen to them talk before you spend money. Hello, do the free stuff. Hello. Right? But the reality is you don't know God, so you don't know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, how are you going to know somebody else? All right, I'm done. Preaching
No,
moment.
because that's
Y'all
such a
did that,
word.
so.
That's such a word. though,
Knowing
because-
God
Look, we
has-
all want to talk on that one.
I would just say, me knowing God has made me lose a lot of friends.
There it is. Talk again. Say it in the mic. Say it in the mic.
Me knowing God has made me lose a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Like, I was in a really, really big friend group, about 8, 9 people. We was tight for about
Nobody don't want to hear all that.
About
I don't want to hear all that God
about
stuff.
7, 8 years. On year 5, God had showed me that we were a group of fake friends.
Dang. Revelation.
And I felt it every time I was around this group. Not to say we didn't have individually close relationships,
Yeah.
but as a whole group, we were not friends. And we were disguising it as we are friends. And when things would happen, I was like, y'all don't see that this ain't,
Friends don't do this.
friends don't do this.
Dang.
And it's crazy because the God in you had already told you that even before the voice of God told you.
Right.
Because the energy, like you already said, you said the energy, you had already felt it.
I already felt it.
Are y'all
But then
listening?
God one day
And-
just
Y'all
dropped it
walking
on you.
heavy.
Listening?
Like,
Y'all walking
boom,
heavy.
let me drop it on you.
And
'Cause
then-
Wait. So God will let you experience something. Y'all don't see. I woke up, Mr. Preach. God will let you experience something before He will actually say it to you. Sometimes He'll let you walk through the ugly relationships. So when y'all do talk, He can be like, "See,
Because life is best lived forward. You have to just keep going. You will come to understand in hindsight.
sometimes He
You
has to
have
let you
to live it.
experience it."
You
I
have
just
to
had
live it
unpack
to
what you just
understand.
said.
And
You
that
said a
test
whole
too.
lot.
And that test too.
And now that friendship group,
Dissolve.
each one of them in that group there is D-band.
D-band,
Each
baby.
one of them in their group has called me in these last year or so. It's like, Tip, the stuff that you was saying, I understand now. I see it now. I was like, no, nobody want to listen to me.
But look at what a
saying that.
catalyst you were, and that'll be
Your integrity
the
was, yeah.
spark that leads them to Christ and grows their. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just because they were like, man, Tiffany seen that. I wonder what that was in her. What did she model before me that I wasn't even ready to receive in that season? But you were consistent with it. Man, go Tiff. I'm over it.
And that's what they used to say in the group meet. Well, Tip, what are you expecting? What are your expectations of this friendship? Of like, what are you not getting?
Us to be for real.
For it to feel like a real friendship.
Yeah.
And
that shouldn't be
feels
such a-
weird. It feels weird. I don't know how to explain the weirdness that it feels,
Fake.
but it don't
It's
feel
fake.
like.
So look,
feels
so
weird.
look, so look.
Like,
Fake don't feel good.
This is what
Like,
Tiffany,
no.
this is what
Fake
Tiffany
don't
saying.
feel good. I
Look,
want
new
a
shirt coming
t-shirt.
soon. Fake don't feel good.
Tiffany is a very forward person,
Very
and
much
she's
so.
very intentional.
Very
and
much
so
so.
anything in her life that she feels that is not intentional, that is not forward going or forward thinking, is going to be weird to her.
Well, let me brag on Tiff.
let's brag on Tiff. Okay.
You see
My
Tiff.
turn.
You know what I'm
You see
saying?
Tiff right now, but I remember the tough days me and Tiff had talks. I remember how heavy life got. And the wisest thing that she did was say, D, I think I need some more God.
Yeah, me cheers, bro.
And I know,
'Cause I was there.
and I know that sounds simple,
No, it don't.
but don't let your heaviness keep you from the answer. Right? Because the enemy loves your isolation. And the minute Tiff said, I'm not gonna let my heaviness keep me from isolation, keep me isolated. I'm gonna choose more God. Now I don't know what this looks like, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call D. And D was at a space where he was questioning whether he could be somebody's spiritual mentor. And I was like, yo, I just love that you called. And that cycle leads to foresight. So that it's a process, is what I'm saying. Like that forward thinking is the result of choosing God. You get what I'm saying? And choosing Him over and over. And as you choose Him over and over and over, He will send you other people that are choosing Him too. Ooh, that's
it.
good stuff
No, that's
right
it.
there.
Because
that's
y'all
good.
have a history.
Yes.
Right? These three, they got history. They go way back. They can see you in all of your growth. I've only known you a short time. Our friendship is new. But what you've modeled before me in these last, year and a half maybe, I would consider you unwavering, full of God, abounding
much
in
so.
God. But what you've done for me, just unbeknownst, is you've given me such an inspiration about consistency. Even when it looks like you're losing some people, the consistency always pays off. So, and that's my point about friendship, right? It's like some people will weather the storm with you and you'll get to see them in these phases and these places. The iron that is on iron, what the three of you have presented to me, a finished product.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the true product. That's a true test of discipleship. I'm serious. Like, and I brag on Tip because that's fruit, right? And so I'm bringing it back to leadership because leader struggles with friends. So if y'all like, why he keep bringing up leaders?
Man, no, because leadership struggles with
leaders
friendship.
struggles with friends. So like, the mark of a great leader is not how well you're doing; it's how well who you touch is doing. Can I see
Where's the
your
impact?
circle? Can I see your fruit from is it just about you? Because if it's all leaders, when it's all about them, you see nobody with them, or who you see with them ain't doing good. But when it's about really being not about you and really established relationships,
Everybody winning.
everybody, like your boy said, everybody eats, right? Everybody's lucky. Not lucky, his name is character. But everybody's eating, right? everybody's doing well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I brag on Tip. I know I get on her nerves, but still, I love that. Even my man right here, like, here's what happened. Let me tell you what happened. I'm getting on their nerves, but listen, here's what happened. Tiff got free, then she went and said, Brandon, my
Check this
friend,
out.
I know you going through X, Y, and Z. Let me show you what I used when I was going through.
And it worked.
That's
and
a friend.
And it wasn't no bottle. It wasn't no blunt. It wasn't. I got God for you.
Right. That's a friend.
That's a real
I
friend.
got God for you.
I didn't gatekeep God. See, that's the problem. Now y'all done triggered me now.
You
See,
don't want-
because y'all not people's friend, because y'all be gatekeeping God. When you don't share when you are saying it's all about you, and you're not sharing how far God brought you, and you're not even telling your friends to come pray with you, you gatekeeping.
Yeah.
What's gatekeeping, Maya? Words with Maya.
Definitions with Maya.
Definitions with Maya.
I
Maya.
dislike this show.
What is define for the people what is gatekeeping?
Gatekeeping is the act of keeping advantageous information or resources when you could be sharing them with the masses.
She's so smart.
I love it every time.
Advantageous.
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 That was good.
All right, lady Tip.
Come on, advantageous.
But it can be something as simple like you
Clifford
gatekeeping when
Harris.
somebody
Clifford
asks you
Harris.
like where you get your
Clifford Harris
shoes.
crew.
I ain't
Like,
Advantageous.
that's gatekeeping.
I didn't know I had
It's
two
gatekeeping.
times
Hate y'all.
twisted me.
Hold on. You so expeditious. You so expeditiously provide that vocabulary.
Advantageous.
It's so advantageous for you say the vocabulary.
The act.
Y'all could be winning and y'all be gatekeeping.
That's
all
what
it
I'm
is.
saying,
You're keeping the
like-
wins for yourself.
But it was something that I shared with Tiffany when we were talking about the just like the precursor information for this episode right here, and I was just telling her, like, you know, sometimes we really need to ask ourselves, like, are the people around us, are the friends, the company that we keep, are they are they being more impactful, or are they distracting us from our God-given purpose? You know, like, are they helping us get closer to our God-given purpose, or are they, like
Deterring
you
us
said,
to it. Yeah.
like holding us back? And I think that right there should be the basis of friendship before any of the other stuff. I don't care if we like to play basketball, baseball, or whatever. It's like, is this person going to be somebody who I can foresee helping me, challenging me, motivating me to get closer to God and my God-given purpose? Or are they going to be somebody that's going to encourage me to do all the negative things that will keep God further away
Put
from
a pin
me?
right
Very
there.
valid.
So I wasn't gonna do this with Tiff. Now I get it, Tiff. I got something to help you do that next time we talk.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop it early. I wasn't even gonna do it early. I wasn't even gonna do it. Here's what I'll say to segue it. Here's what I believe in translating what you said. I believe everybody has what we call a social budget,
There it is.
There you go.
right?
There it is.
And the reality is, a lot of people are walking around socially bankrupt. What does that mean, D? You've been stuck in cycles of social debt for years. Social debt is expensive people. Expensive friends, or expensive associates are people, all they do is pull from you. And they've been doing that for years. And now you probably at a place, you ain't got nothing left. You got people around you, don't care about you getting, and what's gonna stop you doing that? What stops anybody from being in debt? Set a budget. What is it that you need to get you to where you want to go? And understanding that, then you can determine what you will and will not accept from people around you.
And how much you got left over?
Right. So we're gonna help you next. I wasn't even gonna do it this early, but that's a natural segue. As we wrap up, because y'all, I got to go pray. Last question. And this is, I know we've talked about this, but it's a good way to wrap this up. What has adversity taught you about your friends or your so-called friends? Each one of you got to answer this. What has adversity taught you about your friends or your so-called friends?
Adversity has given me like confirmation if is this person supposed to be in my life or not. And a lot of times, like I said, God give you signs of when somebody don't align with you. And so when the adversity hits, that's when you know. It's not a surprise. Whatever the outcome is of that friend when adversity happened, you really not surprised. You already kind of knew.
Yep.
It just confirmed it.
It's so real. For me, it would be, and actually, I caught it on the cup, and it gets me every time. This is one of my favorite scriptures, Psalm. His love endures forever. Adversity has taught me that love does endure. That what loves you truly will come through, like water in due time. Water can get through anything. Love always endures, and even if you have to take a step back and reset and issue the grace and give a little bit more forgiveness to situations, adversity will call out where real love resides.
Wow.
All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord.
Call according to his purpose.
Right. So what that means is when I face adversity with a friend, right? If that's supposed to be in my life, it's gonna work out, right? Because all things work together, right? And and I'm saying that in this particular question because, like, a lot of times in life, we think that when unfortunate or mishaps happen in our lives, a lot of people be like, "Oh my God, why is God letting this happen to me? Why?" Not realizing that, like, your life and your journey is a constant.
It's an
A
all-encompassing.
mix,
It has to be all
of unfortunate
the
things, highs, lows, and so, like, if you're just expecting the highs, it's not gonna work out. If you're just anticipating the lows, it's not gonna work out. You have to understand that it's a constant a mix of it. And so for me, I said that scripture because for me, like, that's literally how I look at adversity. It's like when it comes, I know that it's going to come. And, like, as long as we both are, if we're really friends and we're really coming together in good spirits and good faith with, Christ-like approaches to it, it should work out. Like, regardless of, how it work out, it should work out, in a way that's going to be conducive for our friendship.
I love it.
So that's kind of like how I go about it.
I
think about
love it, man.
How
Shout
about you,
out to B stopping by the life
No,
table.
hold on. How about
bruh.
you?
Oh, what adversity has
Yeah.
taught me.
He be trying to get out of the assignment.
He just said everybody got
I'll-
to
I'll
Everybody got
put
an
it this
answer
way.
but me.
Adversity has taught me how to invest and budget my social circle.
There it is.
That's what adversity taught me. Who to invest in, who to allow to invest in me, how to budget what I give and what I take, and who's around me. That's what it taught me. Because, and I'll say more of this in what I'm going to share and drop. Sometimes you find yourself popular, but with nobody in your circle. And that's a very tough place to be. And I believe I got a few people while they're watching. Everybody know you, but don't nobody know you at the same time. We got to get you out of there, Doc. All right? So, with love, enjoyed y'all, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Meet us Monday for prayer. I know y'all need prayer after that. So meet us Monday for prayer. It's 30 minutes. It's just 30 minutes. Literally 30 minutes. And I literally hold true that 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, lock in with us. Hit the lifeline if you need prayer. Y'all know the number. Hit us up. Thank you for rocking with us. And this is just part one of relationships, Doc. It's gonna be all fall. We gotta talk about your dating life. We gotta talk about who you think your husband or your spouse is and how to find it. Baby, by the time we get to December, baby, you ain't gonna want to talk to nobody. I'm just playing. But I appreciate y'all rocking with us. As always, choose life. Y'all be good. Be blessed. Peace.